Do you see your child quietly slipping away when you get them ready for writing? Hunger, tiredness, distraction all kicks in at the same time. In this video, I will explain you the complexity of writing activity, and the next time your child is reluctant, you will just know how to restructure, negotiate, motivate them into completing the task. Hi and welcome back to our series of Mindful Parenting. In our series, we will help you understand the real reason behind your child's resistance, their no's and their hesitations. So you just don't survive through the parenthood, but you really rock it. Writing is actually a whole brain activity. Let me show you how. When your child sits down to write, it's not just pick up the pencil and finish the work. First, they have to focus, really focus. Keeping the writing neat, touching the line, leaving proper spacing, holding the pencil with right kind of pressure so they don't tear, even positioning the notebook correctly. That's really a lot of physical and mental control. At the same time, their brain is trying to remember what to write, recall information from the memory, or trying to understand to store it for the later purpose. Then comes thinking, analyzing the question, forming an answer, choosing the right word, and putting it all together in a clear way. And all along, their brain is also managing emotions, staying calm, pushing through the frustration, and building the motivation to continue. So in one single task, your child is using memory, thinking, creativity, focus, and fine motor control, all at the same time. Let's look at what's happening in a child's body. If you look at an X-ray of a young child's hand, you will notice something very important. The bones are still developing. As a matter of fact, children are born with around 300 soft bones, which gradually fuses into 206 as they grow. What does this mean for writing? Their bone structure and the small muscle, especially the wrist and fingers, are not fully developed yet. So tasks that need fine control, like neat handwriting over a longer period, can actually feel physically exhausting and uncomfortable. And it's not just about the muscle. The brain is also developing. Young children up to 6 or 7 years are not naturally wired to sit in a place for 1 to 2 hours at a stretch and to focus on writing continuously for 30 or 40 minutes without distraction. For them, this kind of structure can be overwhelming. So when a child resists writing, it's not always about attitude or laziness. It's often about the readiness and development. In simple terms, the human brain works in layers. The first comes the survival brain. This is responsible for safety, fear, hunger, fight or flight, and the basic needs. Then comes the emotional brain, where feelings, attachments, pleasure, frustration, and the reactions happen. Finally is the logical brain, the thinking part that helps with reasoning, planning, and self-control. Understanding consequences develops. Children operate differently depending on their age because these mind levels or the layers develop slowly over time. From 0 to 3 years, mostly children live on the survival brain. Children seek safety, comfort, food, sleep, and connection. From 3 to 6 years, emotional brain dominates. They react based on the feeling and impulses. They do what feels good, not what is logically right. In the age between 6 and 10, early logical thinking begins. They can follow rules, understand simple consequences, but emotions still strongly influence their behavior. 10 to 15 years old, the logical brain develops more, but emotional reactions are still powerful. They may know the right thing, but struggle to control their impulses. In the adult years, the logical brain becomes more mature and better at balancing emotions and decisions. That's why young children cannot be expected to behave like adults. Before teaching discipline or logic, adults must first help children feel safe, connected, and emotionally regulated. A very common reason for child's reluctance is your child's past experience with writing. For many children, writing doesn't feel like learning. It feels like a constant correction session. Sit properly. Why is this so messy? Write on the lines. Erase it and do it again. Where's the heading? Over time, the brain starts to associate writing with stress, criticism, and pressure. And once your child's brain labels an activity as unpleasant, it goes into the survival or emotional mode. So your child is going to just run in the opposite direction. Hand preferences, as in left-handed or right-handed, is a part of their natural brain organization. When you force a switch, the brain has to override its natural wiring and create new pathways for tasks that was already efficiently set up. This doesn't mean there's a permanent damage, but it just means there's an unnecessary difficulty, which a child definitely wants to avoid. Let me give you another metaphor. Imagine your child's brain as a Formula One car suddenly struck in a traffic. A minute ago, full speed, racing mode, high dopamine from screens and games. The next minute, brakes on, everything slows down. And right then you say, come sit and write. From 200 km per hour to careful writing. Just a high-speed brain trying to move into the traffic. So it's naturally going to resist. I will give you some practical strategies that will definitely help you. Shift the gear gently. Don't go straight from screen time or high energy activity to writing. It's like a high speed to neutral. Avoid junk or sugary food at least 1 hour before writing. This prevents any energy spikes or the energy crash. Adding calming activity 10 to 15 minutes before writing helps. Cleaning up, sorting toys, simple chores, Legos, hot water bath, all this helps them a lot. Study time after it becomes dark or before going to a playtime. Whatever works. Stick to a comfortable routine so the brain adapts to it. Set up the right environment. Remove distractions in the background. No screen time at least 30 minutes before study hour. Make writing physically easier. A proper table and a chair, writing pad, comfortable pencil grip. For younger children, triangular pencils or pencil grippers, slightly slanted notebook position will definitely help. Set up clear expectation. Focus on 1 or 2 goals. Write neatly is too vague. Break it into specific skills. Spacing between the words or touching the lines, proper letter formation or pencil grip and the pressure, identifying and making them practice with their dominant hand. Now focus on completion with consistency. Support your child in finishing a task within a reasonable time frame without pressure or overload. If a 30 minutes of work realistically takes up to an hour with water or loo break, a little bit of a chatting, that's okay. The goal is steady effort while gently discouraging the unnecessary delays. Homework and extra written practice should be treated as a regular part of child's routine. If the school gives homework, make sure it is completed within the deadline. When work is repeatedly delayed or left incomplete, children slowly develop habit of avoidance, and changing those habits would take at least 3 months for you. In the early years, simply finishing the homework is not enough. Activities like coloring, handwriting practice, reading, journaling, or simple creative work like doodling, calligraphy has to be given equal importance. These activities build patience, focus, fine motor skills and consistency for your children. Otherwise, children may slowly develop the mindset of doing only the bare minimum required. Also, make it a habit to recheck your child's work, at least until they are 10 years of age. This sends an important message that your efforts matters. Even a small appreciation can motivate children to do better. Some children, especially in the younger years, may resist writing or sitting for a work. In such cases, they may need you to sit beside them for support. For most children, This phase gradually reduces after the age of 7 as they become more independent. Teach children to prioritize their work. Simply insisting that they finish everything is not enough. Help them understand which task is important, what can wait, and what must be completed on time. At the same time, teach the balance. Not every small task needs perfection, but important responsibilities should not be ignored. The goal is not just completing work, it is learning judgment, responsibility, and consistency. Take help when needed. These strategies work for most children. A child's brain rewires through consistent repetition, and that usually takes at least 3 months of steady effort. Look for the progress even if it's slow. And if you still feel stuck, take help early. Speak to your child's teacher or the school counselor and create an action plan together. So the next time your child resists writing, pause before reacting. Ask yourself, is this really an attitude issue, or is it a brain that feels overwhelmed, unprepared, or overstimulated? Parenting is not just about pushing children harder. It's about understanding what's happening beneath the behavior, so you can give the right support at the right time. Because when awareness comes in, the way you respond changes too. If this perspective helped you, share it with another parent who may need it. So see you soon in our next video. Bye-bye.